Hey, you made it to video 7. Video 7 is Own Your Journey. So with Scentsy, I know you have seen it everywhere. It says Independent Scentsy Consultant. You are actually independent in this. You get to own your journey and make it exactly what you want it to be. It is not your sponsor's journey. It's not your director's journey. It's your journey. You are independent of them. Do not rely on them to make your journey what it is. Don't look to them to feed you. There's a saying, and I'm sure you've heard it, you feed a person once and they come back to you to be fed again. If you teach that person how to fish, they will always know how to fish. So this video is going to help you own that and help you own your journey with Scentsy. So I like to describe it to a lot of my team that all of us have a tool belt. All of us walk around and decide to walk around with this tool belt every day. Whether or not we take the tools out and actually use them, that's part of your journey. So the first thing that you saw when you signed up is that you have Workstation and you have a first things first checklist. As a new consultant, you have that tool. The people that are well seasoned and have been in this, that first things first checklist is gone. They don't have that anymore. So they don't have the step by step by step of how to be successful. At that point, they should have used those tools and they should know how to do that. But you have it literally as soon as you as soon as you log in, you get to own that part of your journey. That's your very first tool is that first things first checklist, because it walks you through training videos. It walks you through how to set up things. If you watch the videos in that and you follow the step-by-step instructions, you will have a huge tool on your belt ready to go. Also in Workstation, you have the training center. So any topic you can think of, if you want to know if you want to get good at social media marketing, there's a training for that. If you want to understand how a air purifier works, there's a frequently asked question list for that specifically. You can type in anything you want in the search bar, which is the next tool on the tool belt. You can literally use these tools at any point in time. That's the beauty of Workstation. It's a 24/7 tool belt. You can literally go in there at any point you want and use these tools. You don't have to wait for your sponsor to tell you to do it. You don't have to wait until you're able to clock in at work. You are independent. You get to own this journey and make it what you want it. So for me, for instance, I log into Workstation at like 5:30 in the morning because that's when I'm up, that's when I'm moving, that's before I'm getting ready for work, before I'm getting in the shower, etc., etc. I get to do it on my terms. I own that part of my journey. Also in Workstation, you have the news tab. A strong consultant checks their news tab daily. Did you hear that? A strong consultant checks their news tab daily. So when you're owning this journey, remember you have a tool belt right there at your disposal, ready to go. You have all the tools in that tool belt ready to go. It's literally your workstation. Literally your workstation. Something that I want you guys to understand when you're owning your journey is to understand the chain of success. You are an independent consultant. You are more than what your sponsor does or doesn't do for you. Let me repeat that. You are more than what your sponsor does or doesn't do for you as far as support goes. You get to own that part of your journey. You can reach out to other areas and get training and support. So, something I'd love to point out, every Tuesday, there's an all training call. It is at 12 p.m. Eastern time. And I know you're like, girl, how am I going to get on this call at 12 p.m. when I'm working? Okay, I'm working too. I get it. If you register for this training, it sends you a link that you can watch at any point in time. Let me repeat that. If you register for a training, the all consultant training on Tuesday at 12 p.m. You can watch it when you want to. You do not have to watch it live. They are going to send you a link. And let me tell you, it is fire. Every week, that training is fire. This is something Scentsy provides for you. You get to own that part of your journey. You don't have to be live. So if you are ever looking for more, you do not have to get that from your sponsor. You can get it from your home office team. So follow the chain of success. The first thing is going to be your workstation. The second thing is going to be support. You can reach out to support. You can do that. Once you're a certified consultant, you can even chat with them. So if you can't find the information that you need on Workstation, you can send a message to support. They're there for you. Our group on Facebook. Let's summarize that. That is years of knowledge. Years. There have been people on that page. That Facebook page was created years ago. And they are at every level in this business. So they get to share with you what has worked, what hasn't worked, what they did 2 years ago that stunk. There are also albums. There are files. There are photos, and there's a search bar in that Facebook group. So let's recap. You have Workstation, you have support, you have our group, you have YouTube. YouTube is a plethora of trainings. This video obviously is going to YouTube. I mean, that's where you found it. There's other people out here doing more than I'm doing. Not that I'm comparing. There are more trainings available should you want them. So it's a community. Scentsy is such a community that we were constantly giving more than we take and sharing things. So you're able to find all kinds of stuff on YouTube, on our Facebook group. Then you can reach out to your sponsor. I'm not saying don't reach out to your sponsor. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying own your journey. Okay? You can do this. You can find the answers. Your answer is not your sponsor. Your answer is not the first thing you do. Pick up and text and ask, where do I find next month's scent of the month? I know you guys were talking about it in the team page. Because let me explain something very quickly. We're also independent consultants running a business. So the time that you took to text me, you could have found the answer on Workstation. But your sponsor is also running a business. So she's training a new consultant. She's answering questions for her customers. She's packaging orders on the floor behind her. And her phone is going off constantly with answers that you could have found on the Workstation. So please own your journey. If you do not feel like you have gotten your answer from that first part of the chain of success, please reach out to your sponsor. But use the chain of success first. Own your journey. If your sponsor does not get to you in a timely manner, reach out to your director. I promise you, we want to hear from you. But like I said, we're all independent consultants, all running a business as well. So use the chain of success first. You have that there to own your journey so that you don't have to wait for answers. Because 99% of the time, like for instance, while I'm making this video, if somebody has texted me, I have this on Do Not Disturb. So they're waiting for an answer to a question that they may or may not have been able to find in our group page, or have watched a 4-minute long training video, or of all of that, while I've taken 6 minutes to train about something. So that's just putting it in perspective for you guys, that you guys get to own this journey. You guys get to make it whatever you want, and you get to make it good. You don't have to wait for your sponsor to answer you. You don't have to wait for your director to give you inspiration. You can find that You can look for that on YouTube. You can look for that on our team page. You can find a challenge on another group. That's cool. You can do it. I promise you, own your journey.